So the reality is she can say what she wants to say now. Those are actions she has taken. Is someone allowed to evolve? Of course they are. But she deserves to explain exactly why she's changed those positions, exactly what her position is. If it's not a ban on fracking, what exactly is it? What exactly is her health care plan if she no longer favors abolishing private health insurance, which just 4 short years ago when she ran for president she did? And that's the kind of scrutiny that's been missing. I think Donald Trump has received plenty of scrutiny, and I give credit to him for sitting for hostile interviews that Kamala Harris has not.
So there's Vivek Ramaswamey, absolute fire on CNN this morning. The anchor, and I forget her name, consistently wanting to weigh in during his commentary, during his monologue there, but she gave him about a minute of unfettered access to the airwaves of CNN, and he destroyed Kamala Harris and destroyed the mainstream media in the process, and that is the entire point. It is not that Kamala Harris has changed her position on these issues. People are allowed, as Vivek said, and I agree. You're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to change your position on issues. It happens every day with us, right? I mean, your core beliefs ought not change, but if your position on any given issue on any given day might, and frankly, we are allowed as consumers of the political product to feel differently about specific issues with candidates that we support. I'll give you a great example. Yesterday, I offered my thoughts on IVF. And I understand IVF is very expensive, and I wish it were not so. But I do not believe that it is an appropriate solution for the government to mandate to insurance companies that they must provide IVF. Donald Trump came out in favor of that position over the weekend, saying we need more babies in America. We need more babies born in America. We need to provide for these families that want to have children when these IVF treatments cost so much. I just disagree functionally with the idea that it is a government responsibility to mandate that a private individual and a private company have to abide by certain mandates sent down from the government and Washington, D.C. I just disagree with that. I think there's a free market solution that will act in the better interest of the American consumer. But that doesn't mean that I disagree with Donald Trump. That doesn't mean that I might disagree with Donald Trump. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to go against his candidacy or think any less of him. We simply disagree on that one singular issue. We agree on 99% of the issues in front of the American people. So I'm not suggesting Donald Trump evolved on that issue, but it is a new take on his part. But that doesn't mean that I move away from him. It's okay if Kamala Harris evolves on the issue of fracking. It's just fine if she evolves on the issue of immigration. But I don't know that anyone is actually buying that she has evolved. She said in the interview last week with CNN, the Dana Bash Softball Fest, that she hasn't changed, that her core position and her core principles have not changed. How can you say that? This is what they're trying to get away with. The surrogates in the Harris-Walz team suggest to the media that she has changed her position on fracking, her hardline position. She has changed her position on offshore drilling. She has changed her position on corporate greed and even changed her position after changing her position on the issue of price gouging or price controls. That she has changed her position on energy policy generally. She has changed her position on the Green New Deal and on energy policies consistent with, quote-unquote, mitigating climate change. That she has changed her position on the root causes of mass illegal immigration into the United States of America. That she has changed her position on Israel and Hamas and the causal factors of that conflict going on that's led to the death of American citizens, blood on the hands of the Biden-Harris administration, I might add. That she has changed her position on the success and the nature of the withdrawal from Afghanistan. She has changed her position on inflation. She has changed her position on Bidenomics. I mean, you can change and evolve your position depending on what day it is, but you owe the American people a certain level of explanation as to how all of that happened. Because it was not that you begrudgingly agreed with Elizabeth Warren. You led the fight in the Senate. It wasn't that you begrudgingly agreed with Bernie Sanders on the issue of single-payer Medicare. You fought for it. You said that you would be in favor of suspending the filibuster in order to achieve it with a simple majority vote of 50+1. Not only as a senator, but also as the vice president who would have cast the tie-breaking vote. You're allowed any position you want on any of these issues. What they expect is that the people that vote for Kamala Harris will be stupid enough not to get an answer where she is on these issues before they go and vote for her. And that's what I don't understand. I have a difficult time understanding what life is like if you are a liberal. I do. I admit it. I have a difficult understanding of why someone would sincerely hold Marxist beliefs or socialist beliefs. But I believe in a country that cherishes liberty and free will so much that you're allowed to believe as you desire in the United States. So it is with political candidates. If you want to run in the state of Tennessee for dog catcher or city councilor or county mayor or state legislator or governor or United States senator, and you claim to be a Marxist communist, okay, good luck with that. Nothing preventing you from presenting their viewpoint, your viewpoint, to the people of the state of Tennessee, and let's see where the chips fall. I mean, hell, we're letting Gloria Johnson run, after all. And what is she but a socialist? But in our system of government, the expectation is that the voters will go armed with information to the polls. And right now, it seems to me, it occurs to me, that the Kamala Harris strategy is to lie, to obfuscate, and expect that stupid people will vote regardless of their self-interest and regardless of how they feel like you are. I mean, in other words, if I am a dyed-in-the-wool socialist, why would I support Kamala Harris if she believes in fracking? If my number one issue is climate change, do I not need to know where she is on this issue? Or do I really know, do I understand the wink and the nod that's going on right now? Inquiring minds want to know.